that's a lesson for every single department across the nation. Right there, those two officers, the sergeant that was on scene before. You know, that's where we want some humility, some respect. I don't think that we deserve any less, you know. I don't think we deserve anything less. So this is a public service. This is a public service. You good, man? Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, man. They trying to, I went back to go get the bike, man. They told me something my bike was recorded. And then they said, you don't know where the VIN number is? I'm trying to look for it now. No. That's something hard. You look up on the internet, it says supposed to be wrong right here. But this has been an accident, then like the place was put like, oh no, this is down right in. It's supposed to be right there. Oh, my shop? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I didn't want to drink it. No, but having my shit was from sleep. And so when I went in there, I was on the way to work. And when I went in there, I had asked them if I leave in there for a couple hours until I got really good. Until I got out. And they told me, like your video.
Stacy, right?
All right. Like your video.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and I said, and I told them, I said, if it ain't cool, then I'll just walk right now. They was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm just being real with you.
So it broke down this morning, and Crystals called, said they thought it was stolen. Apparently it was stolen and then recovered like a year ago.
Okay.
The tag's not showing stolen, but the VIN number is showing that it's still stolen, so we're trying to verify all that. But he broke down this morning. So.
But you can't find the VIN number indicating
find the
that
VIN
it's stolen?
on the frame, so that's what we're working on.
So absent finding that, you'll
the bike's been through a war, so
yeah,
it's a little rough.
So let's say you guys don't find it, you'll let this gentleman go? Is that what'll happen?
Well, it's in his name, it's registered to him.
Oh,
that's
okay.
probably the that's the route we'll go.
Yeah.
It looks like it was, what we're doing now is looking up the report from when it was recovered to verify that. And he's the one that reported it stolen, so
all right.
I think we're good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate that, thank you.
Yeah.
And what was your name?
I'm Sergeant Weiss.
Oh, Sergeant Weiss.
Yeah.
Potion. Good to meet you.
Yeah, no problem. We just came in, so we came in at 6. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. Figure out what's good here. Yeah, it's usually on the side of the fork. Yeah, it is right there. You got it?
No, it looks like he's located the VIN.
Found a stamp on that.
Yeah, good. Good to hear.
It's hard to see on that. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, it looks like McGarnacle's taken off.
I got it. He talked to somebody this morning about the fish thing. Yeah, man, that little short piece of short. I thought it was a weird place for it. That's what I'm saying. If it was sent over here, it would have been a different story. I
You too. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, man, you too. Thank you. I'll go back up. Appreciate it. Somebody fucking ran. I thought somebody that lady was trying to steal it, laid it down. So I don't know what. That shit's scary.
So do you guys just have to go in the system now and clear out that it's it's no longer stolen?
Yes. Once we verify the VIN number, which it took us forever, we didn't work. Like, we looked everywhere. Finally, he found it, and I'm like, all right, verified. All right, there it is. I verified the owner's ID, verified his ID, their son and father. We even looked for the report of when it was stolen, and the VIN number on that. Before we can let this thing leave, we had to check some balance before we can.
Yeah.
We kind of knew it would belong to him, but we gotta make sure. Because there's a tag that used to be on there, and I asked him, like, did you ever get that tag back? He's like, no. So that's still stolen. I mean, that tag is still out and about. So.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, I got it that day. I called you with the shit.
What goes through your head when somebody does that, drives directly in between you and the squad car?
I looked at him first, and then once I saw it started fountain, I'm like, nah, it's not fountain. He's gonna be my new sergeant.
Oh, okay.
I'm going on his shift.
All right.
He's probably observing me. All right, see, make sure he's towards the person. I'm not veering away. I'm always keeping my. He's probably looking at me right now. Judging me.
He didn't train. Oh, he didn't train.
Nah, I'm out of training. I'm just going to his shift. I'm brand new to him.
Oh, I thought he was about to take over. Oh, I thought he was doing. He was watching.
At first I'm like, I'm looking at the vehicle going. But then I saw his name. He started following me. I started following him. Oh, yeah. He probably saw me, and I'm like, okay, let's see what he's doing.
I was about to say, you is real stupid to drive. Why would you drive like that around the police? Crazy.
If it was a regular civilian that stopped right here, I would have like, sir, you gotta move along. You have no more business here. I mean, it's still a public area, but when we're doing this right here is our RC.
Right.
For safety and for in case he ain't looking, he probably hit somebody. You gotta look where you're driving.
Yeah.
So what is all this?
He's being served with a restraining order from I don't know what.
Oh, a separate issue.
Yeah, a separate issue.
Okay.
Before he's here. I mean, we got like okay. He's just getting served. He's just getting served.
It's some family court shit I'm going through, man. Like, I don't know if that's the same. If that's the same paperwork.
Yeah, I don't know the case, but yeah, just serving. That's all it is. It's just if we have an opportunity anybody who has we have an opportunity to serve a warrant or serve a protection order or something. And
you might as well do it. Yeah, you might as well do it when you see it. Yeah. I understand that.
No, the bike's done. I mean, that's
All right, Brandon. The other side of the ring, you've been served on before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand what
Yeah.
So
shit's so crazy.
I hear that a lot. You're not
Yeah,
the
it's
only one.
this shit's so crazy. All right, but I appreciate you, man.
Well, your bike's all set. You
All right, appreciate it, man. I'm about to walk this thing right over there.
How are you?
All right.
Doing good. How about you?
Oh, my bike's hand's dirty from his bike, but I like the second half. I like the second video.
Yeah, I like the second one was better too. Although both of the other officers made themselves look like shit. So
I was hoping to see your point of view because, like, mine, all you hear is the traffic and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I hope I look good. You know.
yeah, I finished that and I got done and I go to watch it and I was like, it's gone. I was like, where is it? And I was on my computer editing a different video, so I might have just been looking on the wrong card or something. But
yeah, because I said this to my buddy. I'm like, yeah, I did pretty well, you know. He's like, I can't even hear it. I'm like, yes, you can. Turn up the volume. But no, we're out here. We're trying. So.
Yeah, no, you guys are doing good, and I appreciate what you guys are doing because you can see the contrast, you know. That,
oh yeah. Some people, it's like, dude, it's a question.
Yeah.
Like you said, if you don't know, you don't know it. It is what it is.
And really, I mean, the guy today, I was just asking him his freaking name. You know, it's just like
people just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's 2023. Everybody's got a camera. You're making everybody look terrible. But it's like, I don't know, you know, right?
I do.
Like, there's one see at racetrack, right? Why? All you had to say was, hey man, she's having an episode, would you go over there a little further?
Yeah,
and
you know, he's
okay.
really pretty respectful most all the time, unless you do something stupid like that, and then he takes zero shit, man.
I don't blame him. I wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, he's done it. He knows. He's been in our shoes.
Yeah.
And that's my thing is, like, if you're gonna just sit there and poke the bear, I'd rather you know the shoes before you poke it, and he does.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see, but some people just don't know how to pass the test, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an easy pop quiz.
It is. It really truly is. So I assume that, maybe I shouldn't assume this, but I do assume that you guys have specific training on that question. Have you seen videos of me before actually meeting me?
I've obviously, they tell us, hey, we have auditors, people come out, don't act a fool, like, it's not an issue. They're nice people, stuff like that. Yeah. So they told me when I was hired, hey, and I had seen some, you know, on TikTok and YouTube from other people around here, but I've never, like, specifically, like, researched it or, like, gone out of my way or anything.
Well, good for you. I mean, I commend you even more for that then.
I mean, it's in the academy, and personally I wish it would go a little more in depth, but it's just like I think it's like the first section, correct me if I'm wrong,
it's the most important thing.
No, they never talked about that.
No?
It's like,
I mean, my first time.
So I'm sorry, what was your name?
Officer Ibarra.
All right, Foshin. So I'll ask you the question that I asked him then. So if somebody came up to you and asked you a question and you didn't know the answer to it, but by all rights it was something that you should know the answer to, would you make a good faith effort to find out the answer to that question?
Absolutely. Right now, like this situation, I was already ready to tow his vehicle. I already did the prints. Then he shows up like, uh-oh. And then I'm like, and it matches, and the thing is, it's reported stolen. I call them, I'm like, okay, I got a situation I've never encountered. So yeah, I'll, if I don't know it, I'll find out, or I'll get someone of my partners that have more experience in it.
So the First Amendment of the Constitution, it secures 5 fundamental freedoms to we the people. Could you tell me what those 5 freedoms are?
The Constitution, 5 freedoms: freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion. I know the 5th one I do not know. I'll look it up.
It's assemble and petition. So a good way to remember is RAPS, RAPPS.
RAPS.
That's what I used before I knew it. So you'll never forget it then. Religion, assembly, petition, press, and speech.
Not RAPS. Okay. I learned something new. Even from civilians, I learned something new.
And you know what? It comes down to, you should know it, right? But if you don't know it, be humble and say, you know, I didn't know, like exactly what you did. You know, people don't expect you guys to be perfect. It's a tough job, but we expect more from
the thing I always explain to people, and I always try to humble people with what we do and the way the statute book is written. Just like the Bible. The Bible's written in 4 pages on 2 pages, essentially. We all know that. And it's a really thick book, just like the statute book. And the section for traffic laws is about that thick. The section for murder is like one section of 1/4 of a page. And it's like, you stop people all the time. That's obviously our most contact is with traffic stops and stuff. And you can't pull me over. You can't pull me out of the car. It's like, people just don't know. And then they get scared, and then they see videos, and they're like, oh, well, this person, they know what they're talking about. But it's Washington State or Oregon or something. Like, it's completely different. And it's just, I wish people would take the 30 seconds out of their day to listen, because, again, I see videos of people, we do this for a living. Are we right at 100% of the time? Absolutely not. For people, we make mistakes. But if we're stopping you for speed, that's my big thing. I don't like people speeding. My cousin, I have family members that have crashed speeding on the way home and almost died. So I always stop people for speed. That's my biggest thing. That's when you saw me, that's why I stopped that jump.
6 tickets is what I heard.
No, oh no, in the past.
Yeah.
So that was, so in the past like 5 years I think he had, which they were substantial speeds, they weren't. So, you know, you look at people's driving history, obviously you're not learning your lesson. I'm not going to cut your brake, I'm not going to. Because one day you're going to see the kid coming off the bus, and you're going to be looking down, especially nowadays, people on their phone. And
I think that's more dangerous than the speed. I mean, it's the phone thing. I mean,
I wish they would do like how they do quicken and ticket. They do like some catchy thing for people on their phone or something.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
So, but it's
in
like,
California, they got me. I didn't know the law was like, you get a ticket for being on your phone. I'm like, what?
Even on speaker.
Yeah, that's how it was in Michigan. I just traveled up to Michigan, and they had just enacted the law. If the phone is in your hand, doesn't matter what's going on. It's a ticket, and you know it.
And it's like,
I get it.
All the new cars now and everything, you can talk to them, and it's all Bluetooth and everything. It's like, I agree. I mean, do I think it should be like a $160 ticket or something? No, but if they made it like a standard, like $50 fine or something like that, something that's affordable to most people, and they'll still learn, because the only way people learn is when you hit their wallet, unfortunately. I mean, we're seeing that now with everything. But,
well, I commend you guys. I mean, I have contact with a lot of police departments, a lot, and Holly Hill is the best. It's the best.
Appreciate it.
So,
Try.
Well, I appreciate you guys trying.
We're a small agency. We're starting to get there. It takes us a little time, but
like you said, nobody's perfect. You know, we don't expect perfection, but
and it's like everything we do, like it's all in good faith. I hope it's all in good faith. Some people may not be, but I would assume, and I give everybody that does this the benefit of the doubt, that they are doing it in good faith, and hopefully they do the right thing. So, but we appreciate you and keeping us on our toes and keeping us in line.
That's right.
It's comforting sometimes to actually be like, oh shit, somebody's watching me. I might.
You know, I got kids. I've got 2 boys. I want a country better than the one that we have right now. And it's not. I'm not demeaning the country. This is the best country on earth. But you know, you've seen the bad. You've seen the bad, and there's nobody out there watching the watchers.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I was in the Navy for 5 years, and I've been to 14 different countries. As beautiful as Rome was, as beautiful as Greece was, and all these places, every time I was there, there's always a thought, like, I wish I was home. And it's like, you come home and you're like, wow, it's just different. It's just, there's something about it. I don't know if it's just because we're born and raised here, but it's like, there's just something different. Just in the people, even though you get bags.
Yeah, there's all different types.
Yeah. And it's like, you get these people, and it's like, why? Like, why do you have to be upset about, like, road rage stuff? You're mad because somebody cut you off. Like, you're still going to get there. You're just, like, it's just, I don't know. People just don't realize what they have sometimes.
Very true.
It's unfortunate.
Very true.
So, like I said, we appreciate you coming out, keeping us on our toes, and keeps us in line. We have to be held accountable no matter what. So
I agree.
And thankfully, with cameras now and everything, that's finally the case. We're finally seeing that. So, but we appreciate you. We'll get out of here.
Yeah. You guys be safe, all right? Nice meeting you as well. Can you imagine a better interaction with the police than what we just saw right there? That's a lesson for every single department across the nation right there. Those 2 officers, the sergeant that was on scene before, You know, that's where we want some humility, some respect. I don't think that we deserve any less, you know, I don't think we deserve anything less, so this is a public service. We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.